Video installing a Scott steering stabilizer on a 2005 Kawasaki Z1000. Why I put it on there is that you can watch YouTube videos on tank slap, death wobble, anything like that. It's basically when your motorcycle goes out of control because you can't control your front wheel. So it just took some welding to put it on the Kawasaki. Most kits are bolt-on. I think GPR sells another one. I just went with the Scots. I just went with the Scots. The thing is, with tank slap, I always ride loose, so to speak, always. So I've never had my bike get squirrely on me. But if you hold on to the bars too hard, if you're too tense, and you're accelerating or coming down from a wheelie, basically what happens is when you tense up and you hold on to it as tight as you can, is it just takes a small turn one way, it throws your body, then you try to overcompensate and it throws your body the other way. And actually, tank slap is caused by the rider. If you actually let go of your handlebars, you'll come right out of any tank slap if you don't fall off your motorcycle. So, a lot of good things to watch about this is on get Keith Code Twist Your Wrist, Volume 2. He goes through all of this stuff and explains basically what I just told you. Because even on my bike, even though I'd never had any trouble, one of my friends borrowed my bike and almost killed himself because he said a tank slap jumped all over the place on him and didn't understand why. So pretty much with these, after I did the stabilizer, I can't really notice it that much. It does make the bike feel a little bit more stable. You don't have to adjust them to where you can really feel it. It's just there on a very sudden, quick movement. So you're not going to notice this all the time when you're riding. It's not going to make your bike more sluggish to turn at all. And just even though I've never had any trouble, a lot of racetracks, a lot of drag strips, you can't take a motorcycle on the track unless you have a steering stabilizer. So that's kind of what told me that probably a good idea to have one. So that's it, and enjoy the video. This is my 2005 Kawasaki Z1000. Bought the Scott steering stabilizer for it and try to install it. That's what you get in the box: a stabilizer, a new bracket thing. That we have to weld on. That's going to be a challenge, and then just a little bit of hardware. So first off, I'm going to replace the stock piece with this. Comes with the kit, and then go from there. Something else. Okay, so real easy. Just 4 Allens you take out and put in the new bar. I marked the edges and where the seam was, so the bars went back in the same location. And then it's just 2 simple Allen heads that go in here, and we're just going to put it on temporarily to mark up where to weld. We got it mounted up here. I mean, it's as simple as putting in 2 bolts, and then you put these 4 back in that are torqued to 18 foot-pounds. And let's see. And then we just clamped it down to here. And basically, you'll see there's a raised spot of a small piece of metal, and it's pretty obvious where it goes. And we clamped it down. And I have stock handlebars, and the fulcrum pivot point of this is the same as the yoke of my steering column. So that's right, because you can tell when I turn the bars, this gap right here never changes. If it was going back and forth, that would mean I have something off center. So next step is we're going to take all the paint off of this and weld it up. And so cover it up while you're doing it, but that's where I remove the paint for welding. Yep, ready. Well, then to paint over where we've welded, we're using a product called Rust Sealed. It's so good, if you leave it there, you have to take the lid off
with a torch.
with a torch. So that's our product.